Hey guys, so I'm re-recording just the introduction for this second video of JunDR Soundscape, and I just want to make sure that all the takes are good because the first introduction video that I took, there were like certain technical issues with it. So I wanted to make sure that I give you a clean introduction for this second video, and this is basically a video that involved me running two possible gigs. Obviously, the first one is an event that happens at around 6 p.m. And the problem there was that I'm not quite sure. I wasn't sure what time that event would finish in time for me to get to my second gig, which is a regular gig with my band. Yeah, that introduction basically tells all about that. It sets the premise that I will be preparing my gear, and in the next cut, you'll see what gear I have. But pretty much, it is a Korg Kronos X. So that's the primary keyboard that I'm using. And the reason why I'm using that is because I don't want to bring two keyboards because I use a different keyboard for events and a different one for live gigs. So I just want to make sure that I bring a minimalist setup so that I can set up quickly, set down or pack up quickly, and run to my next gig, hopefully to make it on time. So apart from the Korg Kronos X, I'm just going to show you what gear they hook up to. So the second one is this one. It's a a Mackie Pro FX6 V3. So the Kronos X hooks up stereo to this mixer because I also use this mixer as the interface for my backing tracks that are played by my laptop. So my laptop is this bad boy right here. So it's a simple Windows laptop. It's an Asus TUF gaming laptop, right? So I don't have the Ableton pulled up and the other system. But yeah, all my backing sounds comes from there. And this bad boy right here triggers all of the backing tracks, including the sound management, like EQ, reverb, and all that. They all get triggered. So I will create another video defining all of those there. All right, so back to me. There you go. So that would be the introduction, wherein there were certain technical issues with the file. So I wanted to make sure that you guys know that episode 2 is here and it's going to run. And in the next couple of minutes, I will show you what it's all about. Samahan niyo ako. All right, so I'm here at the Palms Alabang Country Club. I'm just gonna bring down my stuff and park after. Wait lang, I'm just gonna place it here para makita mo. There you go. Okay, wait lang Let's see if this works. All right, I think the video worked, meaning my camera didn't fall off. So I just placed my keyboard there, coming back for it when I get to park, and I know the parking's somewhere here. There's like a rotunda, and This'll do. Find a nice spot over here. Okay, I'll see you inside. Alright, I'm in the elevator with my stuff right there.
Third floor.
And I'm going to the third floor. There you go.
Dito ba yung birthday? Ako yung tutugtog. Ito lang, pasta lang ako. Sige po, salamat po.
Alright, so this is basically a small ballroom for a 50th birthday concert. And this is my gear. So there are a couple of AD speakers, one here. I think this is just, oh, there's another one there that's hidden behind the projector. I have a basic mixer right here, and I need to ask for mic stands because obviously my gear doesn't have mic stand. I only have the keyboard stand and a stand for my laptop. So Take one, check. So I just did a sound check, and I'm just gonna walk you through the setup. So again, this is the Kronos here, my hard drive, and there's Ableton Live. Got all my tracks in there. Those are backing tracks, so some of them are -1s, some of them are tracks that I created. Everything's routed through this right here. So I got a stereo out from the Kronos to here. Obviously the laptop audio comes through USB, and there's a stereo out going to the main mix or front of house. Here's my controller right here that controls all of the tracks from launching to EQ, volume, and some of the synth sounds, but I think I'm gonna barely use that for now. Just need this as a launcher. So that's it. I'll catch you guys later.
Maraming salamat po. And ayun, we're not done yet. We're gonna be here till morning, di ba?
Mga 5 a.m.
Okay, yun.
Ano na ba kayo?
Tapos ito pa, sa umaga yun. Pag sa gabi, banda. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at the office of Red Rhino. Nakahabol pa ako. I finished it around 9:30 and I packed up. The guys there were actually asking me to stay because apparently marami sa kanila friends ko and former village mates and whatnot. Small world na. So iba batchmates ko pa nung high school. I mean nung elementary. So yeah, we caught up. We were all sitting in one table and whatnot. But I just had to pack up because I thought na makaabot pa ako. And true enough, umabot pa ako ng one set here sa Red Rhino naman. So Mandaluyong. Yun. So this was the second place scheduled for today. I'm glad I made it because the crowd was really great. I'm gonna share snippets of some of the live views that I have from FB. Just snippets because baka copyright tayo. So, yun. I'll give you guys an end of day later. This is not the end of day yet, but yeah, it was a fun, tiring, exciting day for today. You see my eye bags, no? Pagod na pagod, no? So tomorrow is is a different rest day naman. Rest. I won't be doing anything. I'll probably spend time with the family first. But yeah, stand by for my post review of today. I'll give you all the details later. Ciao. Hello everyone. So it's actually the next day already, and I was just dead tired last night coming from my second gig. I know I did like a quick recovery take after the set, so I managed to make it in time for our last set. We have two sets. So I made it for the last set. After that, I was already dead tired. So I promised to give you guys a post synopsis or a post review of the thing of the day, how my day went. Well, it's like everything went according to timing. Everything was happening at the right place in the right time. So you know, I forgot to tell you yesterday when I left early for the first event at the Palms Country Club that I left my wallet at home, so I was already somewhere like 10 minutes out and I had to get back to the house. And anyway, I arrived at the Palms. I was early still. Even if I left my wallet, I was still able to set up properly. I wasn't in a hurry. I was able to do sound check, and as you can see from the video of the sound check, I did things well enough with enough lead time for me to rest. And the client happened to be a really, nice person, and we had a small world because his friends were also my friends, if not my friends from past organizations. My batchmate from school was there. A lot of them were village mates of mine, so we lived in the same village, so we shared a ton of cuento, so to speak. So in other words, everything went well. Vince, who was the client, the main contact, it was his brother's birthday. He was very upfront and very accommodating. You know, he wanted me to eat first, so I took the buffet first. It was really good. I was actually full when I started singing, but eventually my voice warmed up. So long story short, for that first event, I had one set of an hour and 30 minutes. The guests started leaving at around 9, and I had to pack up my set or wrap up my set at around 9:30 there. So after which I still had time to actually make it to my band's second set, because travel time was like 25 minutes only, and I made it. Hello, that's my daughter. So travel time was only 20 minutes and I made it, and our prod assistants set up the keyboard for me while I was getting ready. I had time to change and whatnot. And that gig actually was I was actually happy I still went to the gig, even if it was just a second set, because there were a lot of people. Our regulars were there. The place was packed and everyone was actually in high spirits and they were dancing to our set. So it was a good night. As far as the technicalities, I only used one keyboard, which is why I brought the Kronos for the first event, because that's what I actually use for the full band. I use a Korg Kronos and another controller on top, but I wasn't able to bring the controller anymore because I had to save up on space here in the car. So yeah, so it went well. We packed up. I wasn't able to tell you about the technicalities of the setup, but it was pretty simple. I had a simple layered patch for containing 5 sounds. So it was a piano, it was a modified electric piano, and then I had a string patch that's a paddy sound, and then I had a synth brass patch, and of course a quick bells patch. And then when needed, I just flick the switch and I have an organ with me. But that's what I pretty much used for the entire night, since we were just playing one set and it was all dance songs. I'll show my chrono setup to you in another vlog, so it's easier for me to explain. Shouldn't take around more than 10 minutes to explain the whole setup. But yeah, it was a fun night. Again, sorry guys, I was dead tired, so I wasn't able to do a post-processing last night when I got home. Because when I got home, I just dropped off and went to bed straight there. But again, thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and refer the channel to your friends, anyone else and everyone who's interested in this kind of video. Feel free to comment down below what you think. What should I do? What could I have done better? And I promise, I'll make those improvements for you. In the meantime, stay safe. I'm gonna cut off right now. We're going to a family event. Bye guys.